Hi guys, how are you doing? Okay, last night's reading was lame. I didn't like it. I didn't really connect to much when I was doing it. I think we're gonna start a new round. I think we're gonna deal with like I want to deal with cross watchers today. So watch the sign opposing you, but maybe also watch the sign you normally watch. So we're gonna start with Capricorn. I'm going to be in the place of Capricorn, but I'm going to be talking to you as in Cancer. If that makes any sense. Hopefully that does. We're going to see what kind of comes out. I'm just going to try it. I don't know why. Those are just the two signs that I just picked off the top of my head. So, let's start. Capricorn, or Cancer, we're talking about you. We're talking about Capricorn you. Cancer you. I'm not really sure how we're going to do that. I don't know what I just said. We have remorse. And we have contemplation. (21, 29, 29, 21). Oh, today's 9/11, so take a second to honor all of those people that survived that day, that didn't survive that day. What a horrible day. Okay. We have composure. I just heard I'm outside of your window, the song by, I think it's called Nikki FM. I'm outside of your window with my radio. You can see here. The woman is inside and the man is outside and he's kissing her hand through the window. There could be a sense of like feeling like a barrier, feeling like a sense of separation from someone that you're involved with. Now there could have even been like a situation where you felt the need to kind of like separate yourself from something. We have composure. We have Scorpio. Secrets of, resulting from the power of, purification to resurrect. What do they mean by that? Purification to resurrect, meaning the theology and philosophy, the phrase purification to resurrect refers to a process of cleansing or refinement that is necessary to achieve new, renewed, or eternal state of being. This concept appears in various forms across different religions, spiritual traditions, often involving the purging of sin, impurity, or worldly attachments. Purgatory in Catholicism, sanctification in Protestantism, Jesus' resurrection, Islam, Tazakiyah nafs, purification of the soul, Barzakah, Judaism is Gehenna or resurrection, metaphorical meaning reviving a career. An actor might resurrect their career by going through a purification of their image, public image. Restoring a community after a disaster, community's purification of wreckage can lead to its resurrection as a stronger, more resilient town or city. Renewing a spirit, a person recovering from addiction or emotional trauma. The process of cleansing old habits and thought patterns is a purification that allows for a resurrection of their true self. So we have this contemplation card, and it's kind of giving me like, when you, like, it's giving me like somebody that had it all, or where it's like very much so at the top of their game at some point. We have the moon. You could have your moon in Scorpio. Defend, accept, and let your feelings tell you how to. So there's something about the way that you feel. And if we're talking about Scorpio, you probably, we have this Mars card. I did watch a video by Joni Patri, who's like a Vedic astrologer, who was talking about the next solar eclipses that we're going to be having in Virgo. I believe Mars will be at the beginning of Scorpio at that time. That there will be a yod, or 3 yods technically, if we consider the aspect of the sun to Mars and then to Pisces, or especially that Neptune. I think that it would be, the node would be pointing right there to that world point. And remember back when we were talking about that, JFK has his Chiron on the world degree, right? That's the 29th degree of Pisces. So that's the degree right before we switch into Aries, which is considered to be the world degree, or the end of the cycle, like the very, very end of the cycle. So his Chiron is there. So there's something about, and if we think about the Chiron glyph, there's something about that being a key. Okay, and then this weird thing happened with that nice man. He wasn't necessarily nice, but he was a good person. He had his birthday on October 14th, which is 2 days. I'm October 12th, right? So there's that Mars energy. So we're looking at this Mars, and not to mention, I believe that when he was talking about the when the person, like, there's something about necks. I've been feeling something because I have this birthmark on my neck, right? And I remember, like, there was a few times where I cried, and I was just like, why did you do that to me? And I was seriously crying, like, right as the moon crossed over my, like, I could feel it, because the moon, and that's when I got the download that JFK is the moon, right? He's the moon god. So if you tap into the moon, you'll be able to understand and hear him. That's like where his soul is at. And I felt like he was like trying to tell me something or like that he was like in, I don't fucking know, you guys. I'm crazy. Or maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not, but so there's something about that, especially if you are a Leo or if you are a Virgo rising. It's really something to just really take into account. Obviously, all of our birth charts are going to be different. So the aspects to our natal placements and our loved ones' natal placements are all going to affect us so differently. That's why it's, if you have like something really serious going on that you can visually see, read about it, ask ChatGPT about it, or you can go and see a literal astrologer that will be able to explain it to you. But that costs money, more than likely. So, and you'd want to find a good one to go and talk to. Also, checking out your Vedic chart, as that is the real degrees of the planets, could also give you some sort of understanding, maybe a little bit more. If your tropical chart isn't making sense to you, that could be the reason why. Because the planets are actually 24 degrees behind what tropical astrology says it is. People just have like this inability to adapt. And so maybe that's something that you're feeling. You're feeling defensive about something, like you don't want to change something emotionally, but sometimes you have to. So maybe you're feeling like you're being like put into a container that you don't fit in. You feel like someone's like putting you into a container, and it's like, yeah, you will shift forms because you're a water sign, and water will take the shape of any container it goes into eventually, unless you're frozen. But I just got really cold. I have goosebumps like all over my arm. Oh, you see that? So maybe you're feeling a little frozen right now. Definitely. How about you? I don't know what that is. Like my little beep beep. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Well, I don't know what that was. Maybe that was you like thawing yourself out. You're feeling a little bit icebergy. You're eating some iceberg lettuce today. Some iceberg lettuce on a sandwich, hammy sammy. You eating ham? You're a ham sammy eater? So you're not Jewish. I don't eat ham. Okay, we have Aquarius and we have Pisces. We also have Jupiter and we have Neptune and we have the stone amethyst. So this is protection and it's also trust and it's also intuition. Get ready to purify. Amethyst has has powerful and beneficial properties, including the ability to release addictive behaviors while also protecting your energy field. Amethyst is a great crystal to meditate with as it promotes peace, tranquility between your emotional, physical, and spiritual planes, creating harmony inside and out. Sorry, this is like, turn this side. Inside and out, it is linked to the crown and third eye chakras, connecting your intuition to the divine source. Bask in the violet rays of the amethyst crystal and stimulate your soul. So there could be something coming out here about, you could have like PTSD a little bit. That could be something that comes through for you where like you might like relive or like you might just like see in your mind like over and over again. Especially if you're trying to like cleanse yourself of something, trying to overcome something, trying to like set yourself free from something. I feel like you're kind of having a difficult time with this. I got fucking goosebumps, dude. Look at that. You're trying to say I don't know. Somebody a monkey or something? I'm a tiger. I don't really think I get along very good with monkeys. I'm a year of the tiger. I think monkeys is one of my enemies, actually. So, but we have a blank card here. Okay, so you could be having like unprotected sex with someone. Whenever I pull a blank one, that tells me like somebody shot like a blank load or like, I don't know. If you think you're pregnant, you're probably not. There's quite a few blank ones in here. I'm noticing that. I thought you were a virgin. I found another one. Oh my god. Get it in then. Okay, stop. We have growth. So you're growing, or there's growth. You could be desiring growth, or maybe you're just growing up. You're growing out of something. You're moving on. Okay. You're moving on, or I'm moving on. You're wanting to know someone's moving on, and there's somebody that's feeling very left behind, feeling very sad. Give me something else. Like, you know it's time for you to move on in something. You have a spontaneous, enthusiastic lover in green. In the green. In the green. In the green. I'm so sorry. And then we have All Might God December. I don't know. You tell me. What the fuck? What does that mean? I was writing something. I don't think I forgot the Y or something. I have no idea. We have the Watcher of the South with Fomalhaut. 3 degrees 52 minutes of arc in Pisces, fortunate for Mercury, Venus, and Neptune. A royal star, Archangel Gabriel, right? Yeah. The Watcher of the South. I don't know if that's right. Magic, fame, occult, star of alchemy, addiction. It got kind of like some water stains on it, so I can't really read it. I'll see. It also has a lot to do with like your voice. Like these people can be really good at music, or like they can just have like I think George Harrison has something there. There can also be issues with addiction though here, like addiction to substances, addiction to out of body experiences, addicted to mind altering substances to almost like either get you closer to God or to purify yourself, or like you feel like when you are able to get onto mind altering substances, it helps you purify yourself. So you could be like a functioning addict, or like you might use on the weekend, but like you can handle it pretty well. Like it doesn't fuck your whole entire life up, right? Not everyone is so lucky. As to be able to do that. I want this one. Okay. We have Hey Hey Ayin, the 12th command. Transform hatred through unconditional love. Like attracts like. When I emulate the Creator's love for all humankind, I bring love into my own life. I create harmony between myself and other people, and between humanity and the natural world. I open up bit by bit. That's it. A little more, and then a little more. As I focus on unconditional love for all people around me, the dark forces within are cast out. In the past, I have felt hatred for certain people. Now I picture them and feel only love. I picture light wash over them and me. I recognize the common thread we share. The spark of the Creator, my heart opens up as I wish them joy and fulfillment, peace and a greater understanding. Guides will take you by the nose. You are on the right track. Triggering gratitude, compare downward, not envy upward. That's by Robert Greene. He wrote The Art of Seduction. Also the 48 Laws of Power. He's written a couple other books as well. What is it? The Art of War or something like that? I don't know. He's a very detailed writer. Alright, you think he's a Taurus? That motherfucking book is manipulative as fuck. I don't know though. Like at some point it's like, just let it happen naturally kind of like, but I don't know. I guess like some people aren't naturally just like seductive. But if you're not, I don't know. There's at some point that book, like I've listened to a majority of the audiobook on the Art of Seduction, and at some point like it seriously just gets to be like too much. It's like, bitch, we're in the 10th hour of this. It's like if you don't got it by now, it's like you just don't got it. Like if you're just doing this with one person, like you like it gets borderline like, bitch, you need to go to prison or something, because like you're scaring me. I mean, I'm sure the person, I don't even know who you are and you're scaring me if you're watching. Like, I listened to it that deeply. I was like, fuck, dude, this is getting fucking brutal. This is getting brutal. Okay. We're going to use these cards, and we are going to be pulling for this one. This is the 12th. We have 21, remorse, and 12th. So I'm going to assume that that's going to be kind of the card we're going to be going over with that at the end, just because I don't, like, the angels are weird. They're not weird. They're very effective. But let's take a look here. We have growth and the 3 of Wands. Interesting here because you can see here, this is the Casanova Oracle. You can see here he is sitting with his knees on hay, and he's looking at a picture. It looks like a picture of Mother Mary or a woman in a veil holding a child. But she also has like the solar disk over her head, which could be symbolic of like Rahu or Ketu, because it looks like she's eclipsing the sun. Okay. And then we have the Three of Wands. Someone cover up like her little... Neither of them are wearing masks, so I know that's like a big key thing for this deck. It talks about like the masks, and when someone is wearing a mask, that would talk about portraying a false sense of self, or having like underlying motives. We have growth here. This is Sun in Aries. I think this talks about a lot of like, it's not really giving me what it traditionally means. It's kind of giving me like sneaking away to be with someone, maybe somebody that you shouldn't be with. We have remorse, regret, a sense of like if there was one moment you could take back, if there was one thing you could do differently, right? Because we have remorse, so it's like somebody feels guilty or someone feels bad about something. Somebody wishes they didn't do something. Like there's an immense sense of regret. So maybe that's the energy you should be looking for, or the frequency you need to be on, is this mass sense of regret, remorse, forgiveness, cleansing, confession. Okay, let's see. What is this Pisces card with Fomalhaut? We have the Page of Cups. Okay. So this is like the Master of the Earth. 2, 2, 2, 2 on the timer. And we have 11 here. So see, this is the card. Notice he does not have a mask. He has his hand out with a cup in his hand. You know, the Page of Cups is sweet. They can be a little, not like necessarily emotionally immature. They're just sweet, right? This is just an overall like pretty kind person. It could be somebody that was kind of irresistible even. You received a $325 tax refund. Okay, so I got my taxes yesterday. My tax refund. Wasn't a lot of refund. Whatever. What is this December energy? We have the Punishment. The Hanged Man, I think is what that means. Somebody did something they shouldn't have done, or somebody like made a comment about something or someone. Made someone upset. A fire sign? A fire sign? Magician. Notice how his bow is black. He has a black bow. He's wearing all white in a robe, and his hair is white. The Magician has everything they need, right? The Magician can help you transmute, or maybe you're going to therapy or counseling, or you are, I don't know, this could just be like somebody stepping out on someone maybe a little bit, or maybe you're trying to overcome like feelings of jealousy, or maybe you saw someone, or there was a situation where like you recognized your person was really attracted to someone else, and it like really fucking upset you for some reason, or it was like somebody one-upped you, somebody made you feel like you were less than, and it hurt your feelings, or vice versa. Or vice versa. The Magician. Let's get to this Angel Tarot. Hope this is making sense. It's taking a long time. Sorry, I know I'm not very quick. Okay. Hey, A-N. Transform hatred to unconditional love. Like attracts like. Recognize the common thread that we share. The spark of the Creator. My heart opens as I wish them joy, fulfillment, peace, and greater understanding. We're going to run this backwards. So, talk to me about this Magician card. We have a spontaneous, enthusiastic lover in the center. And then we have the command here at the bottom. The 12th command. Out of the 72 commands of God. We have the 12th one here. Hey, A-N. Or A-N, hey. No, hey, A-N. A-N. Hey, A-N. Are the Hebrew letters. We have the sun. Restoration of life, protection from adversaries, rabies, and wild beasts. And you can see there's 3 cherubs, and they are playing a trumpet. It looks like they have, I have no idea what that is. It almost looks like a breastplate. And a jug or a helmet. So they have a breastplate and a helmet. So they have some sort of armor. Or a tablet. Or... The sun. What is this punishment with the King of Wands? We have Gabriel. Divine revelation reveals messages and has the power to destroy. God is my strength. We have the sun and we have the moon. The moon, we have the punishment and the King of Wands. With the only 2 cards that came out with the Minara and the Sex Magic Tarot. Okay, so we have God is my strength. Divine revelation reveals messages. Has the power to destroy. God is my strength. Something's going to 324, 31277, 72454 are the geometric numbers here. We have M-E-H-I-E-L, Mihail. We have G-A-B-R-I-E-L, Gabriel. We have the Nine of Pentacles. The Omniscient God, 366, is the Ayahua. It's the 33rd angel. We have 64. The archangels don't have a specific number, but we have 33 here. The Omniscient God. Submission to a higher order, identifies traitors and destroys their plans. Okay. Something here about a map. Okay, she has a shield and she has a spear with that thing. Looks almost like a fleur-de-lis on the top of it. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. I have worked with that angel before. It was okay. And what about this Three of Wands over here? Oh, this one's my favorite. Nemaniah, the lovely god, the Seven of Pentacles. She brings light. She has a lantern. Discernment. General prosperity and the deliverance of prisoners. The lovely god, 57. And her numbers is 384. I think it's one of the first angels I ever worked with. Nemaniah. She's young. Interesting. All right, bottom of the deck. Okay, we're gonna get one more. The great and exalted God. And here we have a man playing a violin. The 49th angel, his number is 483. Grandeur and makes one passionate towards God. Interesting. And you can see there's a square, but the cross is outside of the square. So there's an energy here of oppositions, maybe not having like reunited or came back together, like not okay, fiddle or in a violin. Violins are weird. The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was willing to make a deal. You play a pretty good fiddle, boy. But I'm better than you. Something like that. Tribute. Me and my brother Kyle here. Be you angels? Nay, we are but men. Oh, fuck, dude. Jack Black is a fool, dude. You can't take that away from him, dude. He is such a good actor. Okay. I don't know why I have anything more to say. Can you give me 3 cards for like a little combo? Tell me, what is the outcome? The 4 of Cups. I just thought of Jack and the Beanstalk, or the defensiveness. Knight of Pentacles underneath the Empress and the World card. Someone knows that an ending is coming. Somebody knows that something is going to be ending soon. Somebody is fighting to have this ending not happen. Somebody could be like the kind of person where it's like they might have leveled up in something, but they don't want to help people get to this new level. They want this sort of power over them. Or somebody really procrastinated going to this next level. Judgment. Or somebody was like really trying to stop you at something or block you from something. All of that is being eradicated, being disintegrated, being like it. You will not be silenced. You will not be stopped. You will speak your mind, and any sort of blockages or barriers that are trying to stop you or keep you from being able to speak your mind are being completely eradicated, right? So there could be a lot of growth, right? That was one of the first cards we pulled, was growth. So that could be something about it. Somebody trying to silence you, somebody trying to shadow ban you, people losing interest in you. All of that is being like, it's no longer a thing, right? You're becoming more influential. Your word is holding more power. People are remorseful, having a hard time keeping composure about something. We have Scorpio and Moon here. So take with that a grain of salt if you need to. I'm not sure. It didn't look like bad cards, right? You're safe. You're safe. You are safe. You are important and you are kind, and you're doing a good job at whatever you're trying to do. You're wonderful and you're lovely, and you will make it through whatever you're going through. Be honest. Be real. There's nothing better than somebody that's just honest. That, like, to the most of their knowledge, if they just are 100% as honest as they can be, usually things tend to go okay. It's when you start to lie and when you start to try and cover things up and do weird things, but if you, for the most part, are pretty just honest, life tends to be not so difficult. So long as, you know, you don't do things that you can't be honest about. But so long as you're, you know, able, everything you do, if you're able to be, have integrity and stand on that and be able to say, this is what I'm doing, this is what I've done, this is who I am, I think that everything will be okay. Be honest about who you are and what you are and your intentions and what you know at this current moment to the best of your ability. And everything will work out just the way it's supposed to. Communicate. That's all I have to say now, guys. I gotta go.